Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and a whole room full of what's in the box. Last weekend, I was at the Cleveland Model Show up in Kirtland, Ohio. And if you ever get a chance to go there, you want to go. It's a blast. I'm going to have a bunch of videos coming here real soon. It's just taken me a while to edit everything. But anyhow, uh, about a week before that, a friend of the show, Cameron, he said, "Hey, is it okay if I send you some stuff?" I'm like, "Sure." And he says, "Okay." And I sent him my address and everything. And then when I was up at the show, Terry said that, "Hey, you have a big box." And I told her, "Well, bring it in and we'll check it out when I get home." So when I came home, I'm not kidding. The more I went through this thing, the more emotional I got, let's say. By the time I got to the end, I was almost bawling. No kidding. Wait till you see what's in this box. Um, we're going to have to do this in stages. So I'm going to flip you over to the camera, and the first thing I'm going to pull out, which isn't the first thing that was in the box, but uh, I need to make room. He sent me this really cool chest apart drawers. It's got where I was going to try to just pull it apart instead of being violent, but it comes apart so you can stack it up. And I was messing around with it the other day and had it to where I had it sitting sideways this way next to each other. See, they lock in. And I'm trying to do this without making a ton of noise. They just kind of lock into themselves and they hold nice on the table. They don't move around. But I was going to kind of make it, that's not even right though, but that's how it works. And they stack on top of each other. I decided I'm just going to do the double stack all the way up just like that. Like this. And I'll have them right in front of me over here. But I might have these things for like when I'm doing builds to have, this one being one build, this is another build. So as I'm moving stuff around, I'm not thinking, all right, how come what I had isn't in my dumpster? So this is going to be a lot nicer. I'll put the dividers in a couple of the drawers, and some drawers I'll just leave open for the longer, like the dashboards and things. But I'm going to pause. I'm going to move this out of the way because if we don't keep this rolling, we're going to be here all night. All right, the next thing, and this is really cool. He sent me like a photo display stand here where it's got a base that looks just like concrete. I mean, this looks good. And then two sides of a building. So you set it all up like that, and I'll put some tape across the back of it so I can fold it up. I'll fold it around this way when I put it away, but I can fold it out and have like the corner of the building to do my shots in. I might put like Grandpa Mark's Hobbies up here or something cool, but how nice is that? I like this better than just the single color black that I've been using because it really shows things off. I was messing around with it, and I really like this. This is going to be so cool. I might even try to just get it to where it's permanently up in the corner because I'm slowly making room for my Texaco station. But it's a perfect size. It's like 2 foot by 2 foot, and whoa, how big is it? 16 by 16. Perfect size. And then it's just like that foam core board. That's so cool. I mean, that looks really good. And it's a subdued, so it's not glossy. So if I use a flash or anything, it won't shine back at you. But I think this is really cool. And I'm telling you, that it just keeps going here. Let's do the box of wonder here. Because there's stuff in here that I didn't open because I wanted to show everybody. And I talked to him about it, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you're going to like that." First off, love my parts bins. I have parts bins all over the place. I love these things just for dropping stuff in when I don't want to lose it, especially when I'm doing LED lights and light lenses and things like that. Man, these are invaluable. Then he sent me 2 of these, and I'm thinking, well, that's just a cool idea. What I'll do, I'll set one of these up with my airbrush cleaner. I could pop the top off. It goes on there really secure. I'll pop the top off, into the cup it goes. That's a great idea. One with an airbrush cleaner, one with distilled water, because I like to flush mine out anymore with the distilled water. Can tell which one's which. So let me move those out of the way. A whole bunch of the little shot glasses for mixing paint. And I'm not kidding. I'm looking over. I have about 4 left. So the timing is just perfect on these because this week I got some spraying to do. And now this will last me a year. So thank you with that. You can never have too much stuff to mix paint with. And I'm going to pull these out of here and move this box. Next on the agenda is some of my small LED lights. Take these and go like this to open that Ziploc bag. But these are nice. These I'll use for taillights. They're still the 40 or the 0402s or 0204s or whatever they are that I've been getting, but I like them. They're short cords on them. So these will go in my trunks instead of me taking the long cords and snipping them off, and I don't have to do that anymore. Beautiful. And now there's a whole static bag full. This isn't even open yet. Jeez, oh Pete, man. Let me grab my scissors, and we're going to dig in. He says, I'm going to like this, and I already, man, I so appreciate this, and everybody, you know, I get these every once in a while, and it just really helps out the show. Oh, nice. 9-volt battery locks. Grommets. Beautiful. Grommets for putting into the sides. No. Grommets for holding the LEDs in place. Oh. Nice. I think these are 3mm LEDs. We got white. It looks like red. There's a red dot there. Oh, nice. Blue. I just watched a thing about blue LEDs and how hard it was to come up with blue. You wouldn't think it would have been, but it's pretty neat to watch. Look it up on YouTube. Greens. And I think that's more white. Awesome. I have a whole, it's over in the back over here. It's one of those fiber optic lights that I got at the dollar store for doing fiber optics. I could take one of these, put 4 of those fiber optic lights on it, and run it to the little things on my next Mopar build that that I want to get to someday. But these are going to come in so handy in the Texaco station. Real handy. And I'm going to use these. I'll probably have 4 of these into the Texaco station. I want to make it to where I can plug it in the wall, but I also want to make it to where it's mobile, to where I can take it to shows and still have it lit with the soundboard going and everything. I have been working on the Texaco station. It's behind the scenes because everything, I'm going to put these little ones in my other box over here, because most of it is my electronics part, programming my Arduinos and making sure my soundboards work and things like that. I got an Arduino going out to Stu here that I tried to program today. I think my Arduino, that Arduino might be shot, So I'm going to have to order some Arduinos this weekend. They'll be here Monday. So Stu, you'll probably get yours by Wednesday. Check this out. A drag strip setup. Oh, I love it. Check it out. That is cool. I had one of these for one of my dragsters that was really fun to do. Oh my gosh. The divider. This just keeps going here. I'm going to put all this out and then we'll put it back. I just looked up to make sure I was. We got our top base. But look at it, even has little jewels for the lights. How cool is that? Nice. Jeez, I'm going to throw it away. Nice fire extinguisher. We got that light that's missing in the thing. Cool. This is going to be fun. I'm glad it's got the directions too, because I would mess this up in a heartbeat. I can tell the base, I can tell the top, the staging and the everything. How neat is this? Very cool. Let me pause while I put this back in the bag. All right, and there is some shop towels, but they're zip tied together, and it feels a little heavier than shop towels. So let me cut the zip ties, and we'll see what comes out of here. Even if it's just the roll of shop towels, I'd be grateful. Oh, awesome. It's the freaking Coca-Cola machine. I love it. Oh, that is great. Look at the dolly, how cool that is. Oh my gosh, I would have been happy if it was just a shop towel. That is great. I'm going to have one of the guys moving that. That is so cool. Wow. I'm going to put that up here so I don't put it away because I want to check it out even closer. The detail, that thing's heavy too. But I could use shop towels like that all the time. I like to put my cars on them while I'm working after I already paint, just so I don't scratch things up. So now, I kept digging into this box. This is the same box, same person. I watched Hippie Guy make this, I don't know, years or so ago. And I thought, that's really cool. And then I completely forgot about it. But check this out. It's even got the stand. But it's just, I watched him make it. It's a really fun kit. It's an old school split tire. Easy. Well, not easy, because I'm going to make this thing pretty detailed. But fun kit. Everything's in there. It's got the instructions. It's got the little stuff for the coming out the back, the sand and everything. But how cool. Not even started. This is the Sand Cat. And I always thought that was cool. Always thought. When I watched him build that, I thought, man, that is so neat. Everything's out in the open, so all the detailing that you do on the engine and stuff, I'll have to figure out how to make the linkage work for the foot pedals up front, run the gas lines out and back and everything. I got a million plans for it that I had when I was watching him build his. And I thought, cool, now I got it, so I can dig in. This will be a fun kit when I get to it. But I have it. Now I won't completely forget. And then, on top of that, check this out. The Mustang kit in a tin. I like these tins. They're really nice for putting things in. But, man, look at this. It's got the photo etch. tires are even still in the bag. I don't know about you, but for some reason, tires are the first things I always pull out. But look at this. And I did rifle through this already. It's the typical Mustang kit. It's fun to build. This thing is detailed. I really like building this kit. And as a matter of fact, Lennis and I were just talking about the Mustang kit, maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks ago on one of our Saturday or Sunday morning PM chats. I love that body. That's so cool. And this says, you can remove this. What I'm going to probably do is make it to where this comes up here, blocks it off, remove this, because the last time I did it, oh my gosh. I don't even have it up anymore. I butchered the snot out of it. I really did. I thought I was doing good, but it looked okay. This one I'm going to have lit with that with that front end, all the lights lit on there. How cool will that be? It has the clear red in the back, and I love the green. I think I'm going to do another green one. But geez, oh Pete. I mean, man, Cameron, thank you so much. And now I'm going to have to pause again so I can clear everything off my desk. I'll be right back, and you'll see why. All right, I'll tell you what. Even with the desk as cleared off as I can make it, this is going to be tight. So I'm going to do this right now and draw you as far back as that'll go. And you're going to be the same as me and just be like, holy mackerel, dude. Are you ready for this, guys? Yeah, that was in the bottom of the box. I have no words. He said he started it, but check this out. It doesn't even want to open. It's like vacuumed. Modelers get a car or a kit and they go through them, and then they do things that you just know that they take care of their stuff real well. Check this out. This is the decals. How he sent these. And I know he did it when he put the decals back into the box. But he took 2 folders, because these decals are enormous. He actually taped the paper onto the decal sheet so that it wouldn't get messed up. Look at that chicken. I was never a humongous Trans Am guy for the black and gold Trans Am, but I was a huge Trans Am guy for the red Trans Am and the blue Trans Am. Not so much all the gold braid as the big bird on the hood, the little logos on the shaker and on the 2 sides. I'll probably just go with that route because I love that look. Instructions. Oh, and behind the instructions, how about that? And these are the good instructions. Like, this is a thinking book. Like you get with the Revell Germany ones. And he did. He said he started it, which I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. I just appreciate being able to get my hands on it. Look at this. The screws and everything. The small parts that he pulled out to check out. The exhaust he already glued on. Just the little stuff, the starter, things like that in here. He put the steering wheel together, but had the foresight to put them in a box like this, in the box, so you don't lose things. Here is Tamiya's mix. This is the, I'm pretty sure the mix for the engine color. He's got the engine assembled already. We will, I'll sand this down and mess around with it, but he's got a good portion of it done to where all I have to do is really come in and mess around with it. And this thing it's huge. The dash has the that brushed aluminum. So we're going to strip the dash for sure, strip the alternator. The pernundle I'm probably going to strip because I have the future firm now where I can come back and fix it up. I am not sure. Well, yeah, I am pretty sure. That sure looks like the clutch fan. Look how big it is. But we got the rims, our valve covers. I just keep going, wow. One of our kingpins. The exhaust. Look at that. It's so big that they hollowed it out. The front clip, the back clip, the spoiler, the two fins. Now, I was told you can put the front clip on before you do anything, before while you're doing your body work and everything, but not to put the back bumper on. So there's that. Look at the monster hood. I'm telling you, that's almost as big as a snowshoe. The mirrors got nice locator pins on them. Wheel backs, hood. Check this out. Wouldn't it be cool to get some flat sheet metal and make this to where it actually would go up and down? It would be cool, but probably I won't. Well, I doubt I'll do it. He's got the rear end assembled with the sway bar on it and everything. So there is some things done, not a whole lot. Just to start getting everything looked at. And again, this is the first I am really going through this because I didn't have the room down here. God, this thing's flipping heavy. Holy crap. He's got one kingpin on. The other one's not on. I am probably going to have the wheels turned, but I'm not going to leave them to where that you can move them around. So these are going to get glued into place anyhow. But look we got our brake lines running down. Oh my gosh, this chassis is sweet. Nice straps. This is going to be good to detail. It even has the rubber bumpers for the shocks. Holy mackerel. I'm running out of room. This is going to be one of those where I build in stages. I see he's got marked for the panel lines. I do the same thing, where you sand them down till your magic marker is gone. Not too bad. I got a mist mold line on this side, but if you just sand this back a little bit, you can get that to line up and look good. I'm probably not going to have the glass on the top anyhow. Now, if I was driving this thing, the T-tops wouldn't be on. I'm looking in the battery, some cabling, our windshield washer and overflow. I think that's the vapor can, our heater, place to put our master cylinder, nice frickin' defroster vents. Jeez. And this got to weigh 2 pounds. And I have to set it on the floor because I don't have any room. Seats. Yeah, we put the seats together. Cool. Look at how big that is. That's like G.I. Joe style. Bunch of stuff in the inside. We got our air cleaner. We got our fan shroud. Tires that are big enough. Those tires are like scooter tires. The other seat. Nice looking interior. This is what I was dragging out. Nice looking interior here. I like how they did it to where even the ashtrays in the back and all the chromey bits, the Firebird emblems here on both sides, but all the little chromey spots, even the door locks, are not molded in. So we can get this painted. This will definitely be one that I flock the carpet. There's no getting away from that. And I might even do the cloth texture on the seats. We'll have to see if that's that mesh leather or cloth. I don't remember. But I love the Firebird, man. I had a 74. But I love them all. Put that back in. I'm never going to get this all back in the box. That ain't going to happen. Brake drums. Another pulley. Our fan. And I think I was right where that was the clutch fan. Oh my gosh, look at the pedals on this thing. They're huge. And this isn't an unboxing. This is just me gawking at everything that's in the kit. So, dashboard. Good golly. Yeah, we'll open that ashtray up. For sure we'll open the ashtray up. Nice. We'll even put the light in the ashtray. That's definitely, this thing's going to be lit. We can put an Arduino in there. All kinds of stuff. There we go. At least this isn't chrome. Oh, nice. Look at how they got the cap holder on there. I don't even have to sand it off and make one. It's already done nice. Very nice. Master cylinder looks good. We'll just have to drill that out for the booster and the cables. Carburetor. Looks like a Rochester to me. It probably isn't, but it looks like one. Let me put this back. I'm going to put this all back in the box, and I'll be right back. Okay. After about 20 minutes, I got everything back in the box. It's just, how cool is that, huh? Everything. I can't say thank you enough. I honestly, bottom of my heart, I appreciate everything you did for me and everything that everybody else has done for me. It means so much to me. We're almost at 8,000 subscribers for my videos, and that just, I didn't expect to have 6, honestly. So how about if we wrap this up before I start crying here? Let's thank Gowrie for everything they have done for the show. They really helped me out, keep me going with my paints and my airbrushes, and helping everybody else out. If you get anything from Gowrie, use Grandpa Mark for a 10% off your order. That's your entire order. I also want to stop and say thank you to all our active duty members, our veterans, and our first responders for putting it on the line every single day. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And with that, let all you go. Again, I want to say thank you very much. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow, and thank you for watching.